coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right to the air is Richardson. He's got the big man, Mo Alley Cox. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
A tough spot here. Third and long. From the gun, Richardson. The outside, hauled in by Pittman. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark. And now it's fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Stroud begins with a pass. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
All right.
They'll go play action with Stroud. This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. He is in. Takedown. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a three-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I can break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And he's got Woods. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second. Richardson going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Richardson. That's taken in. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Ready up.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Texans who have the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
To throw, it's Richardson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans move out on top, 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He's going to run it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Now Richardson. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll take this down to about the 7. On 2nd down, Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. The defense dialed in. He's going backwards on that one, taken down back at his own 5.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On second down, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs we where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Pick it up, you're embarrassing me. Nike Texas. All right.
A second down throw for Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Right. 11. Hey.
On play action, Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On 4th down, Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. 2 minutes to go here, till halftime. Greg and I, back from Houston, in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Quiddy Pay bursting through to bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That one caught by Tank Dell. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
In this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's incomplete.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. And he's in. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Houston. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On first down, it's Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, set.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
2J.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's caught by Dell, working his way across the field. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Now Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And he will get into the end zone. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Texans.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays, they're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Christian Harris there on the stop. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Richardson. Looking middle, and he's got downs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On play action, Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Ready.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Check go.
Now Richardson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Give running right. It is Mixon. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
All right.
Stroud to throw. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down for Houston.
11. All right. Look the hot. Hey, uno.
They'll go play action with Stroud. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. Why not go back to it? That one good for 20 yards and a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
On the quick, right?
Dell motioning over. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Take Dell. Touchdown, Houston. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
Here's Richardson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll run with Mixon. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Hey, uno Mars, uno Mars, uno Mars, uno Mars, uno Mars. Uno Mars, uno Mars, uno Mars.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Here we go.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Down, down, down.
Dell motioning over. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Hey, south. Buggy. 19 Texas.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. He slowed up quickly as he now here's 2nd and goal.
All right.
Again, it'll be Mixon. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 4th down, and on comes Jaime Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Richardson to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the...
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts will get just a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Mixon. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
All right.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. So it's a win here for the Texans. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.